Yeah, I think it would be legitimate to call people who come out of groups like this and take such actions as the killing of Dr. Tiller domestic terrorists. Not even domestic terrorists, just terrorists pure and simple. The purpose of their actions is to intimidate. It's not just to kill one particular doctor. It's to get other people to either imitate them and kill other people, or to drop out of providing abortion, or being homosexual teachers, or black security guards at Holocaust museums, or supporting ideas such as the Holocaust, whatever it may be. It isn't one issue, but when you get to the extremes of American right-wing activity, you have people which I think completely legitimately could be called terrorists. And you also have insiders that know exactly what they're doing. Look, the people sitting at Fox News who called Dr. Killer a baby killer and a murderer and so forth for years and years and years are not stupid people. They're not cretins. They may be wrong, but they certainly understand their country well enough to know that, just as I, who have a 10-month-old granddaughter in my house, know that if I left a loaded, cocked 9mm revolver on the floor where she can crawl around and find it with her blocks, I'm not stupid enough to think that she'll never pick it up. It's trolling for trouble. There are people who are inciting what we would call our unhinged lunatic fringe. And when it comes to the fringe itself, they are terrorists. They commit acts of terror. That black security guard who was gunned down at the Holocaust Museum is no more or less dead than any of the 3,000 victims in 9/11. It had exactly the same result. And so whatever our Justice Department, CIA, and FBI, and all other people are doing when it comes to combating international terror, is certainly legitimate to be doing in looking hard at American religious fundamentalist groups in the same way that we are trying to infiltrate the people who are leading madrasas in Pakistan or Saudi Arabia, wherever it may be, who are turning out a generation by inciting them of potential people out of whom a small proportion, granted, but a proportion will become actual terrorists. If we're interested in those views and trying to chase down where they're coming from, we need our Justice Department to be looking just as hard at American evangelical and fundamentalist groups when it comes to the fringe and what is being said. We also need to call what it is, and not gloss over the fact that this country has a terror problem. So far, it's in individual ones and twos. But I think that as you see the hopes of the far right receding in terms of recapturing America for God, as you would see it, then you will see its other face begin to emerge, which is simply a welcome and a hastening of the apocalypse. Because if they can't win democratically through the elected process, they will take that itself as a sign that these are the end times. And then, let the deluge come. As far as they're concerned, game over, and the more chaos and the more things go to hell in a handcart, the better.